Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and man, I love holiday weekends.
Mountain Man Treasures.
What's going on, guys? My name is Troy. I am a reseller in Montana. That means the day job is going to garage sales and estate sales, thrift stores. I find things that are priced too low, and then I buy them, sell them again online, and that margin is my profit. And this weekend was very good, and I seem to have pretty solid weekends when it's a holiday. Now, it depends on the holiday a little bit. 4th of July, nobody's home, right? And it's during the summer, which things slow down a little bit. 4th of July doesn't count in terms of my enjoyed reselling holidays, but Easter counts. You know what also counts is Thanksgiving, Christmas, sometimes New Year's, actually. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. But first, let's take a look at what I sold, including a game that was approaching $200 that I sold on Easter. That was my golden egg. Check it out. Nice selection of stuff selling for the Easter weekend, and we're going to start it off with a viewer sale. This, of course, Pennywise the Clown from It. You might have seen this shirt on the weekend garage sale video. That's where Catherine saw it. Catherine is the Cosmic Thrifter. Said she's been watching the channel, waiting for the right thing to pop up to throw some support our way, and this was it. So, Catherine, thanks so much. This is a really cool long sleeve tee. Fantastic shirt. $16.74 is what Catherine paid for that. We sold another shirt as well. This, a Seattle Seahawks. Figure out what to do with it here. Seattle Seahawks. This is youth size, and so that's why I've been hanging on to this one for a little while. This has probably been in there for a year. This is a 12th man shirt. I got fan on the back. Seattle Seahawks 12th man, but it's it's rubberized, these numbers here, and so that's why I picked it up. It was a couple bucks, and it eventually sold $14.73 plus shipping for that guy. Then over here we've got a sprinkler timer selling. It's getting to be about that time, and that's why I picked this up. You know, people are getting ready to turn on their water. It was $15 at an estate sale, and that's too much to pay for it, honestly, but I knew it would sell. These in general sell pretty well, and this particular model, 100%, I knew it was going to sell, so I did pay up $15. It sold for $25.45 plus shipping. So there's not a whole lot of profit there after fees and everything, but like I said, it was a sure sale, so I thought, all right, I'm going to do that. Moving down here, let's just go back and forth here. Check this out. This from our private pick toy pre-estate sale. This is in the bottom of a box of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys. And so I've been sifting through. You saw the Toxic Crusader accessories that sold in the last What Sold video. This is He-Man's Power Sword. It was in the bottom as well. And so I listed this thing. This is hard to find, guys, and this will sell every time that you find it and list it. It sold for $19.76 plus shipping for this little bitty sword. 20 bucks for that. So again, don't sleep on those action figure accessories. Look them up. It's worth your time to sell something like this for 20 bucks. 100%. We also listed this guy, and he is not worth as much, but he was too cool. It's Cap in his rocket car. And this is from 1990, vintage. Didn't sell for a whole lot. I actually sent out an offer on this, and it went for $7.12 free shipping. So that made us more money than this guy, but this so much cooler. And so I wanted this sitting on somebody's shelf, and it's going to be. So $7, free shipping. We'll make a couple dollars off of that. How about this? Talk about another cool toy. This is a pullback. We sold the three-wheeler before. You remember that maybe on the last one? That was the Yamaha. This is a Suzuki, and he shoots forward. Okay, so the little pullback toy. Really cool. And this one, it would have sold for a little bit more. I just didn't want to wait on it. I think I had it about 25 bucks because there were none others listed. You know, you just have to kind of go on your gut of what it might be worth. And I started getting an offer of about $15, and I worked him up to $18 and then took that. So 18 bucks plus shipping on that little guy. We sold our other Mater And this one going out to a friend of the channel as well, Maurice, up in Missoula, Montana. $6.99 free shipping on this. We sold one last time, and he said he happened to get in the store and see we had another one, and so he had to pick it up. So $6.99 free shipping. We're only going to make a couple bucks, but it's actually, if I ship this thing out today, which I will, it might make it to him tonight. We'll see. Probably get there tomorrow, Maurice, even first class. So cool little guy there, Maurice. Thank you so much. He came to town here a little bit ago, and I wasn't able to meet up with him just because I had other stuff going on, but we're going to connect. So you're going to meet Maurice at some point here on the channel for sure. Another from our toy haul, and this one, check this out, guys. It's a broken toy.
Oh no! It's broken!
We've only got 2 of 4 wheels. Now, these aren't broken underneath, right? So the axle, you got another set of wheels. I mean, you can put it right in there. It's still going to hold it. It's not broken on the bottom. This is so high. It's a monster truck. And this actual monster truck is really hard to find, especially, I mean, this is in beautiful condition. This would have sold very quickly for pretty decent money had it been complete, because the paint is great. And there are no broken so high trucks out there. So I wasn't really sure. It's from 1986, the Superchargers. I listed it at $4.99 plus shipping, just because it was rare, and somebody took me up on it. So a broken toy sold for $5 plus shipping. Somebody's going to repair this thing, fix it up, and then they've got a cool monster truck. So $5 for a busted toy, $20 for a little sword. Toys, guys, don't sleep on them. Yeah, see, he works. This guy from 1976, Jack in the Box. These actually sell quite well, and generally for more than what I sold them for. But you can see on there, there's some wear, right? Probably humidity or something, because it's all pretty universal all around the edge, and so the colors are faded, and all the stickers are crinkled up, but it's intact. And this thing, people just love this. It looks great sitting on a shelf for display. And so I listed this at about $10. It was $9.98 plus shipping, just because of the conditions on there. It probably would have sold for about $20 if it would have been in good shape. It wasn't, but it still worked. So I listed it, sent out an offer, $9.48 plus shipping on that guy. So again, essentially a toy, right? In rough shape, still sold. How about Retail Arbitrage, a $1 clearance pickup at Walmart? Sold another one of these Callaway hybrid retro head covers. And this one going out the door for $7.98 plus shipping. Paid $1 for those. How about this guy? The Pickle Keeper. You guys might think Kevin the Commonwealth Picker is the Pickle Keeper king, but you know, I'm royalty at the very least. I sell a lot of these. Anytime I find them, I pick them up and I sell them. This one I actually paid far too much for. I think I paid $4 for this on a, it was a auction, a whatnot auction from Carrie over at American Arbitrage. And I hadn't found one for a while, and I wanted to sell one. So somebody kept bidding me up, and it wasn't even Kevin. I paid $4 for this plus shipping. So I paid $5 for this thing. Good grief. I don't know what's wrong with me. I paid $5 for this thing, and you know what? I sold it, but not for all that much. It was just for the experience of selling again. Did I want to pick this thing up? I sold it for $9.94 plus shipping. So all that, I made like $2, but whatever. I sold another Pickle Keeper, Kevin. This one, I took an offer on. This is the Scottish Bakehouse Mysteries. We've sold a couple for pretty high dollar, actually. And this one was sort of mid-level. And somebody sent me an offer on it. Again, we sort of bounced back and forth like the Suzuki pullback. And ultimately hit 15. It's about a $20 book. But 15, it was Easter weekend. I thought, you know what? We're going to do it. I was in an offer-taking mood. So $15 plus shipping on that guy. Over here, how about some media? This is a cool one. Just look at the cover on this. This is one that if you see a cover like this, look it up, guys. I mean, this is obviously a really schlocky old sci-fi movie, and it's a pretty valuable DVD. This is, well, right there. Invaders from Mars, and this sold for $23.44 plus shipping, 23.5 bucks for that one. Cross of Iron, this one not quite as valuable, but a very good movie. And it lasted a little longer than I thought it would, 3-4 weeks or something, but I knew it would sell, and it sold for $16.39 plus shipping. Took an offer on Casino. This is about a $15 set here, the steel book. But again, feeling generous this weekend, and so I took an offer of $10 plus shipping on that. I sold a Harley hat. This one you might have seen recently in one of our garage sale videos. Paid, it was either 25 or 50 cents for this guy, and I sold it for $9.98 plus shipping. Back here, this is a nice one. Picked this one up from an estate sale as well for, I think it was $4 there for their vinyl, which for most of them, that's too much. But Dr. John, In the Right Place. This is a relatively rare, highly sought after album. It sold for $39.86 plus shipping, 40 bucks. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. Larry's Meat Shop from Berthold, North Dakota. I picked this up last summer just because I thought at some point a Larry was going to come by and want to pick this up. Such a cool hat. It's got the double snapback back there. It's in like unworn condition. It's got the rope. It's got the right color combo. Just a cool look. I had to pick this thing up. I probably paid $1 for it. I don't remember. I remember the sale that I picked it up at. I just can't remember exactly what I ended up paying. I got several hats. And this one actually went out to a friend from Dominic, Primetime Treasure Hunter. He's got a Facebook group that I'm a part of, the Reseller Resource Center. And we had an event on there over the weekend. And part of that event wound up with me getting a sale. And this one went out to Tanya. So she said she's probably going to have to fight her kids over this, and they might end up stealing it, but she thought it was too cool, and I agree. So, Tanya, thank you so much. This is a really cool hat. I toyed with keeping that one myself, but I'm really glad that I didn't because it's going out to an awesome person. Starbucks tumblers can be good, guys, and this one not great. Again, though, took an offer because I was feeling generous. About a $15 mug, probably. I took an offer of $12 plus shipping on this. And I picked this up at Goodwill for 99 cents. So a solid little return on investment there. How about some video games? We've been selling a lot of video games lately because I've been listing a lot. I got a whole lot more to list. This one is for the Game Boy Color. This is Tiny Toons Buster Saves the Day. Not a super high dollar game here. $9.98 plus shipping. This much better. PlayStation Black Label. This is Gauntlet Dark Legacy. This is a pretty sought-after game, and I was pretty confident that we put it at a good price and that it was going to sell, and it did. $23.44 plus shipping. How about another PlayStation Black Label? This is Onimusha, I think. Onimusha 2 Samurais of Destiny. And this is a very popular game as well. Not quite as valuable, but a good sell-through rate. $6.99 plus shipping on that one. We're saving the best till last year, guys. PS4. Lego Dimensions. This one, $26.79 plus shipping. Not a super high dollar, but a fantastic. I loved this game. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox. This one, $9.98 free shipping. It's a $5 game, but this game... you know what? You don't even get to share the screen. Star Wars. Alicia Dragoon. This is for the Sega Genesis. This is a pretty rare game. And so to be able to have it with the hard case, and the case is in beautiful shape, right? I mean, it's not perfect, but really good. And there's our game. Now, it did not come with a manual. Okay, it was missing the manual. Find the manual, and it's complete. And complete, it sells for a lot more. So I got online to see if I could find somebody selling just the manual. I couldn't because they're pretty rare. So what I did find is on Etsy, somebody was selling reproduction manuals. And so they're very high quality. I looked at reviews of the folks that had ordered from them. And they're saying, you know, this is right next to the original quality. It's very, very good. And they're right. I ordered this for, I think it was about 20 bucks. You know, the game I got is part of a bulk deal. And so I'm nothing into this at this point. This is 100% profit. All told, I'm probably $2 or $3 into this if you divide it out. So it was worth spending 20 bucks to get a reproduction manual. And so I listed that and made it very clear in the title and in the listing that everything is original as far as the game and the case. The manual is a new reproduction. So it didn't add as much as if it would have had the original manual, but it added because it does have a replacement manual. And this sold on Easter for $180.56. $180 for a video game, guys. Happy Easter. Not bad, right? I mean, none of it was bad. I had 25 orders that I've got to pack up here a little bit later on this morning. Quite a lot, a little more than I anticipated, actually. But I always tend to get pretty decent sales, like I said, on these holidays, these family holidays where everybody's coming together. And I'm not exactly sure why. I've got my theories, though. And one of them, I think, sort of played out a little bit because I sold one thing, I think, that Callaway cover, that sold pretty early on Easter morning, and then nothing sold late morning, early afternoon, lunchtime. Nothing was selling. Why? Well, because that's when everybody was doing the family stuff. They were eating the ham and they were finding the eggs, right? That's what they were doing. But then when they get done with that, I think maybe it's sort of like you sit in the chair and you go, and what do people do to relax? Well, they go to their vices. They go to TV, they go to video games, they go to movies. Movies often open on like Christmas weekend, right? They know what they're doing. People go to eBay. And another reason, I think, like Christmas and Easter, maybe some of those folks got little eBay gift cards in those baskets. Or, Christmas, they got them as a gift. Now they want to go spend them. So I think once people are sort of like, what, we did the family thing, I need to decompress. I want to do a me thing. They start scrolling through eBay or Amazon or wherever it is, because that's when all of those sales started coming in for me on Easter, was late afternoon into the evening. That's when we were selling $20 and $30 stuff. That's when we sold the $180 game, was like 5:30 or something on Easter. It fits, guys. Let me know if that is something that you see happening in your store over holidays. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm trying to force something in there, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Now, I did want to very quickly, we sort of teased last week that we were going to do it, and then we ran out of time. I don't want to run out of time here, so I know it's going to make the video a little bit longer, but I wanted to talk about feedback. And the first thing I want to talk about was getting feedback removed. And so a lot of times people get feedback and they think it's unjust, and many times it is. Now, sometimes the unjustness of it is not going to be fixed by eBay. And that's an unjustness on top of an unjustness. I get it. Sometimes it sucks, right? Sometimes there's just the way they word the negative review. There's nothing we can do about it. They'll come back and say, well, that's an opinion, and we value our buyers' opinions. And so you get stuck with it. And that's what I've got actually on a couple of mine right now. And that's why I didn't even fight those two negatives, because I knew that's what eBay was going to say. They've done it before. But there are things that when they come across in a review that okay, well, that one's gone, right? And, check this out. I got this one on a pair of Harley boots that I sold to somebody in France. And for those of you that can't read French, I actually took 2 years of French, and I was pretty sure I understood what was going on here. And I was right. And I've seen this actually before on other international orders a couple times. And so that gave me a little bit of a clue as well. What essentially they're saying here is I had to pay, I think in this case, it was 10 euros of customs fee. And that was not indicated anywhere. And they were annoyed about that. And then, but that last line said, otherwise, I'm very satisfied with my purchase. So essentially they said, well, something that you can't control, I'm upset about, but something you can control, I'm thrilled. So I was able to contact eBay, and I go through Facebook, through Instant Messenger on Facebook, and I use eBay for Business. You find their page on Facebook, and you can send them a message. Now, it's not always quick. I actually sent this on, I think it was Thursday, early Thursday morning. I sent them a message. And by Friday night, I hadn't heard back. right? And so Saturday, I actually sent a message and said, hey, I just checking up on this to see if we could please get this off so that it's not just hanging there on my account. And I feel like maybe that checking in, it bumped me back up to the top of the line with a new message. I don't know. But shortly after that, they got back with me and they said, yep, we're going to go ahead and get this removed. You'll see it gone in within 24 hours. Typically, it's within minutes that you see that it zaps off, because that is not something that you can control. You can't control customs fees, just like you can't if somebody complained about how the shipping, right? It's essentially the same thing. That's nothing you can control. And so that is one very specific thing that eBay will get rid of a negative for you in that instance. And incidentally, anytime anybody orders anything from an international location, eBay actually puts a notice on there that says, notice, you will potentially be charged custom or import fees. That's not the responsibility of this seller. It's on there. And so they just didn't see it. So easy in that instance to get something removed. There are other instances where eBay will pretty much automatically side with you and take that negative off. But use eBay's instant messenger, the eBay for Business. That's the best way I found to get a hold of them and to get that stuff taken off. We do have new viewers and newer resellers. People wondering, how do I build up feedback? Once you've been an established seller, the number of feedbacks you have don't matter quite as much. But when you're new, it's very important. You want to get that built up. And so the specific things that are pointed out in my feedback constantly are, I got this very, very quickly. That's in a lot of them. The speed of shipping. So when you can get things out day of, that's super helpful. Or if they order on a Friday, get it out on Friday, because they're not thinking it's going to get sent out until Monday. So if you can send it out Friday and they're close, they're going to get it on Monday. That leaves a good impression. So ship it quickly. Pack it well. You know, I sent out a game or a movie or something. I wrap it in a little bit of bubble wrap and then put it in a bubble mailer. One wrap of bubble wrap. It's super easy, but it looks great, right? It looks like, hey, they're trying to take care of something that I purchased. I spent my hard-earned money on this and they want it to get to me in one piece. 2 cents of bubble wrap can take care of that for you. And so they'll say, hey, they packaged it very well. They made sure they took care of it. That's pointed out all the time. I got it fast. They protected it. They packed it well. And I like to under-promise and over-deliver. You know, if something I think is in very good condition, I will say that, you know, hey, this is in good condition. There's no scratches, but I don't gush about it, right? That way, when they get it, a lot of times it's, wow, this was better in person than I expected. That's going to leave an impression too, right? So those are the best ways, I think, that you can get good feedback, is deliver it quickly, package it well, and have good stuff, and be very accurate in your listings, and under promise, over deliver. And, you know, good fair prices also tend to work in there. If you make a deal with somebody or you set a very good price, a lot of times people are happy about that as well. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. I sure appreciate it. Like I said, I know the video got a little bit longer, but I owed you some talk on feedback. Leave your comments down below if you've got advice on getting feedback or getting bad feedback removed. I know there are horror stories. I've had some. And sometimes we can't get that removed, but many times, if we're in the right and it falls in certain eBay categories, we know that we can get that removed. So I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to let you go. We'll see you next time.